Imagine a snow-covered town, seemingly idyllic, where quirky residents hide a chilling secret that could tear them all apart. Welcome, cinematic explorers, to a world where a simple interim sheriff stumbles into a nightmare of greed, deception, and a shocking revelation. Today, we dive deep into the darkly comedic horror mystery, Werewolves Within, unpacking every twist, turn, and hidden detail you might have missed. Our story begins as Forest Ranger, now interim sheriff, Finn Wheeler, arrives in the remote, snowbound town of Normal. He's filling in for 8 weeks after the previous sheriff's mysterious death, and he's not exactly embraced by the locals, especially his flashy red jacket. Deputy Sheriff Cecily Moore, a pragmatic local, quickly points out the jacket's literal noise, setting the tone for Normal's eccentricities. Finn is immediately struck by the town's unusually large sum of money, $16.8 million, which raises his suspicions. Mayor Chester Kibner, a charismatic but odd leader, eagerly anticipates the upcoming town parade and shares his childhood dreams. We meet the first of Normal's peculiar residents, Peter, a gas station owner, who laments his failing marriage. Next, we encounter Tom and Mike, a feuding couple arguing over property rights and a shared driveway. Finn, attempting to mediate, introduces himself as the new sheriff, but is met with hostility and skepticism. Cecily explains that Finn is merely an interim replacement for Sheriff Gunderson, who died just last week. The dispute escalates over a tow truck blocking a driveway, showcasing the town's trivial, yet intense, conflicts. Finn, in a personal reflection, reveals a past trauma that makes him hesitant to intervene in small problems. Back at the station, Finn discovers an extensive arsenal, including C4 explosives, raising more questions about Gunderson. Cecily explains Gunderson's post-9/11 grant spree, but avoids questions about training, deepening Finn's unease. Finn sarcastically describes his temporary role as a midwife with a gun, just helping the town transition. Later, at Ernie's bar, Finn is unnerved by a vast collection of antique firearms, some of which are loaded. A severe winter storm is announced, threatening to isolate Normal, adding a layer of foreboding to the already strange atmosphere. Cecily reports a bizarre incident involving a moose, further highlighting the town's unique, low-stakes issues. The mayor outlines the day's events, including Gunderson's memorial, but insists Finn doesn't need to speak. Finn reflects on his typical day, dealing with shenanigans and low-stakes arguments among the townspeople. At the hardware store, Finn attempts to resolve a dispute between shop owner Maynard and a thrifty customer, Clayton. The argument devolves into insults, with Maynard accusing Clayton of trying to bankrupt him. Finn resolves the issue by stating that Clayton cannot simply walk out without paying, revealing his moral compass still exists. Finn notices a heavily locked cabinet in the store, piquing his curiosity about its contents, which are revealed to be stump removers. His next emergency involves a customer, Mary Beth, complaining about the color of yarn, a truly mundane problem. Finn confesses his color blindness, unable to distinguish between pink and mauve, proving useless for this task. Cecily, monitoring Finn's calls, implies she's keeping tabs on him, further reinforcing the town's insular nature. At Gunderson's memorial, Finn is struck by the opulence of the late sheriff's home, wondering how he afforded it. The townspeople offer mixed sentiments about Gunderson, calling him a son of a bitch, but our son of a bitch. Cecily hands Finn a sheriff pin, revealing she stole it from Gunderson's corpse, a morbid act reflecting the town's casual disregard for norms. Dr. Veli, who signed Gunderson's death certificate, describes finding him frozen solid in his underwear. The doctor speculates Gunderson was ice fishing in his underwear, a ludicrous explanation Finn finds hard to swallow. The mayor attempts to entice Finn to stay, praising his laid-back style and referencing a moose as a local legend. He offers Finn a permanent position, painting Normal as a welcoming community where it's always one for all. Blaine, another deputy, is discovered sleeping in his van, further hinting at the town's underlying dysfunction. Finn encounters Alex, Gunderson's daughter, at the memorial, who seems troubled and distant. Finn plays darts with Moira, the cynical barkeeper, who philosophically remarks on the inevitability of death. Moira reveals she's been listening to Finn's thoughts, further unsettling him. Finn confesses his past trauma. He was a good sheriff until a tragic incident involving a girl, her father, and a fatal shooting. He admits he failed to believe the girl, leading to a confrontation where she shot her abuser and then aimed at Finn. Finn tragically shot the girl, leaving him with a profound sense of darkness and a lost identity. His wife left him, and he still calls her, clinging to a sliver of hope, living in a self-imposed purgatory. The storm worsens, and Finn encounters Lori, one of the bank robbers, whose dog is stuck in a vending machine. Finn warns Lori about the mythical moose, sharing a moment of levity amidst the growing tension. Finn muses on Gunderson's death, wondering if he, too, simply gave up in the face of life's hardships. Finn finds Alex drinking alone, and she confirms she is Gunderson's daughter, though she initially denies it. Alex shares that her father was proud of her military career, but she couldn't keep that up. She explains her argument with Blaine. The mayor didn't want her at the memorial, fearing she'd be a distraction. Alex reveals a deeper conflict. Her father was torn between her and the town, and she believes making him choose led to his death. Finn offers Alex the police station as a safe place to sleep, a gesture of comfort in the chaos. The next day, two bank robbers, Keith and Lori, initiate their heist, finding the bank curiously empty. They discover that there's almost no cash in the tills, a disappointing haul for their efforts. Despite initial resistance, they demand to be taken to the vault, believing it holds more. A hostage suffers a heart attack, turning the robbery into a chaotic medical emergency, further disrupting their plans. The robbers' meticulous plan quickly unravels, highlighting their amateurish approach. In the chaos, Keith accidentally shoots Lori, creating more panic and injuries. Finn, responding to the alarm, finds Lori's dog Olive outside the bank, a strange detail amidst the emergency. Finn decides to enter the bank alone, fearing a bloodbath if they wait for backup. He enters, but is immediately shot by Blaine, the deputy, despite being the sheriff. The robbers are confused. They understand being shot at, but not why the townspeople are targeting their own sheriff. Finn declares himself merely a substitute, emphasizing his detachment and position as an outsider. Inside the vault, they discover not money, but crates full of gold bars, revealing the true treasure the town protects. Finn tries to call the mayor, who hangs up, showing the town's true colors and their commitment to the gold. One of the townspeople, Joe, expresses awe at the gold, captivated by its allure. The power goes out due to the storm, further isolating the town and intensifying the danger. Tom, overwhelmed, attempts to flee the town, showing the cracking resolve of the residents. The mayor's cryptic message about Oyabun coming suggests a larger, more dangerous force is at play. Finn, Keith, and Lori find refuge in Mary Beth's shop, realizing their targets. Lori checks on Olive, her dog, a small moment of humanity in the growing chaos. They find Mary Beth, injured, and discover her CB radio is still working, offering a potential lifeline. They hear Cecily's voice on the radio, instructing others to stop the sheriff, confirming the town's hostility. Mary Beth, unexpectedly, turns on Finn, attacking him, revealing her involvement in the town's conspiracy. The townspeople regroup at Kenny's, their fear of Oyabun palpable. Kenny, the motel owner, explains that Oyabun is a Yakuza boss, and the town is guarding his illicit gold. Kenny motivates the town to fight back, embracing a desperate hunter mentality. Finn, Keith, and Lori realize they are now a team, facing the entire town. Their plan: reach the police station, get the snowplow, and escape normal. As they make their way, Finn is shot again, but protected by his bulletproof vest. Joe attacks Finn with a crowbar, revealing another townsperson's hostility. Joe questions Finn's sudden resolve, knowing his reputation for not caring. Another death occurs, the mailman, as the town's descent into chaos accelerates. Clayton, the thrifty customer from earlier, reveals he stole a gold brick, adding to the absurdity. Mike, Tom's partner, tries to be a hero but tragically dies in the crossfire. Lori, attempting to drive the snowplow, admits she can't, another plan gone awry. Alex appears, injured, and is able to drive the plow, offering a new hope for escape. Finn decides to stay, facing his past and the town, giving Keith and Lori the gold brick to build something good. The townspeople, led by Cecily, hunt for Finn, believing he's still after the gold. Olive, Lori's dog, is found and rescued, a small victory amidst the madness. Finn confronts Moira, who reveals she's also just trying to survive, questioning the cost. Finn clarifies his past, he didn't sell his soul, but lost it after the tragic shooting. Moira reveals her true insight, Finn killed the girl's abusive father, not her, in an act of vigilante justice. Finn confesses his true past, the burden he's carried, and his avoidance of making choices since then. Moira then confesses her own crime, she murdered Sheriff Gunderson. Gunderson wanted to leave the town's Yakuza deal because he missed his daughter, Alex. Moira got Gunderson drunk, took him outside, and poured water on him to hasten his freezing death. She learned she was capable of doing what needs to be done, a chilling self-realization. The townspeople, now united in their desperation, face off against Finn, wearing improvised bulletproof vests. Finn, having placed C4 in the bank vault, threatens to blow it up if the Yakuza don't cooperate. He explains his plan to the mayor, make it look like an accident to avoid Yakuza retaliation. Finn proposes that if they make the bank robbery look like a car accident, the Yakuza will be none the wiser. The town, realizing Finn's plan is their only hope, agrees to cooperate. Finn instructs the townspeople, including Alex, to stage the scene, cleaning up the massacre. They meticulously clear bodies, blood, and bullet holes, transforming the scene into a fabricated car accident. Finn bets Cecily on whether their elaborate deception will work, highlighting his cynical pragmatism. As the Yakuza convoy approaches, everyone assumes their roles in the elaborate charade. Finn explains to the Yakuza leader, Pastor Oyabun, that the storm caused the accident and communication breakdown. Cecily, playing her part, dismisses Finn as an ignorant interim, further selling the lie. They offer to escort Oyabun to the bank, taking the long way around to buy more time for the cleanup. At the bank, the staged scene is convincing, and the vault, with the gold intact, appears untouched. Oyabun, seemingly appeased, enjoys Kenny's food, his suspicions seemingly allayed. Blaine, now deputy again, drunkenly gives a toast, nearly exposing the truth. Cecily quickly intervenes, preventing Blaine from ruining their plan. In the aftermath, Alex, now embracing her new resolve, becomes the permanent sheriff of Normal. Cecily pays Finn his winnings from their bet, confirming the success of the elaborate cover-up. Finn has left Normal and is now in Texas, filling in for another sheriff, seemingly finding a new start. He's found a new, interim deputy, implying he's still navigating temporary roles, but with companionship. Finn reflects that he's in a better place, having confronted his past and made a difference. He concludes that he left Normal as he found it, a testament to his unique form of justice. Finn shares a final thought, trouble finds you, and once it does, it's hard to shake. He finally reconnects with his estranged wife, Penny, offering a hopeful closure to his journey. And that, cinematic adventurers, is the tangled, terrifying, and surprisingly heartwarming tale of Werewolves Within. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more movie recaps and explanations. And don't forget to comment below what you thought of the movie and what other films you'd like us to explain next.